This lesson is for section 6.4 on solving inequalities with variables on both sides. So today our objective is to be able to solve and graph inequalities when we have variables that appear on both sides of the inequality. Alright, let's go ahead and start with example number 1. In example 1, I want to make sure that I always get rid of those parentheses to simplify a little bit further, so we'll do that first. So we have negative 4m minus 32, and let's go ahead and drop down the less than 28 plus m on the right hand side of the inequality. And now I have a variable that appears on both sides. So to make this easy for all of us, we're always going to move the variable that appears on the right side. We're going to move that one first. Okay? We're going to try to move that to the left by subtracting m on both sides. So I'm going to subtract m. So that will cancel on the right. And on the left hand side I have negative 5m minus 32 is less than 28. Okay, now that I have moved that variable, now I have a really easy two-step inequality. So I'm just going to add 32 on both sides. I bring down that negative 5m is less than, and then on the right hand side 28 plus 32 gives me 60. And now I can go ahead and get rid of that negative 5 in front of the m. So now I'm dividing by a negative 5. So if you remember, we have to make sure that we switch that inequality right here. So now it becomes greater than, on the other side, negative 12. To go ahead and graph this, we're going to place negative 12 right here in the middle. 0 should go to the right. And we have an open circle on negative 12. And if we look at that arrow, it's shading to the right. Alright, example 2 is pretty similar. I'm going to go ahead and try to distribute on the right-hand side first. So I always try to get rid of the parentheses first. So I'm going to drop down the left-hand side, negative 14 plus 10p. Bring down that greater than or equal to sign, and then I'm going to distribute the 6 to get 6p minus 54. Now I have variables on both sides. Again, I always want to get rid of the variable on the right-hand side and move it this way. So we're going to subtract 6p on both sides. And that leaves me with negative 14 plus 4p is greater than or equal to negative 54. Alright, now I have another two-step inequality here. So if I want to isolate p, I need to get rid of that 14. It's a negative 14, so I'm going to add 14 on both sides. So I'm left with 4p is greater than or equal to negative 40. Alright, now I'm going to do my last step, which is to divide by 4 on both sides. I'm left with p is greater than or equal to negative 10. So when I graph this, I have negative 10 here. 0's to the right of that. Let's put a closed circle on negative 10, and we're going to shade all to the right. Alright, so there was a quick lesson on solving inequalities when you have variables on both sides. Remember, always move the variable. Let's star this real quick. Move the variable from the right. So move the right variable to the left side. Okay. Alright, great job. We'll see you guys in class tomorrow.